Hey everyone, CG Meta here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create the animation that you just saw, all the way from downloading Blender to uploading the final video onto your YouTube channel. Let's see how it's done.
First, download Blender from the Blender site. Open Blender. Tap General to open a new project. Hit Shift A to import a plane and hit S to scale it up. Download a 3D model such as a car from a site like Blender Market, and I use Astro Storefront, or any other site like that would work. Just make sure it is in the right format to be downloaded into Blender itself. Import the car with Ctrl V. Scale it up with S. Put it up on the Z axis with ZG, and make sure the tires are just under the road surface so that it gives it a bit of realism. Change your Y camera pixels to 850 pixels in order to get that cinematic appearance that you want. Click on the shading tab. Here's where you can do things such as changing the car's color, changing tire colors, wheel colors, rim colors, and also making glass clear, stuff like that, turning lights on, changing the intensity of lights, and more stuff like that. Turn on the front lines by inducing the backface culling and screen reflectivity and screen space reflection properties of the glass material. Increase the brightness of the front lights by increasing the strength of the emission of the lights. Repeat the same steps for the back lights. Change the world color from gray to black. Induce volumetric lighting by adding a volume scatter node to the world properties and reducing the density down to around 0.01. In the shading tab, change the properties of the plane used as a floor in order to get a glass-like material by changing the specular, roughness, metallic, and other properties of the plane. By hitting Shift D, you can actually duplicate that plane and turn it into a ceiling and add another 4 walls around the car to make a studio of sorts. Shade all the walls and the ceiling to pure black so that there's no reflective material left within the walls, and it seems like it is in a dark room, but leave the floor glossy. Add an area light by hitting Shift A and then scrolling down to lights so you can properly light your car setup. Duplicate the car twice by hitting Shift D and thus ending up with 3 cars. Go into the shading tab once again and then change the colors of the other 2 cars, making one green and making the matte black by changing the properties of the nodes of the cars. Delete the area mics you once had and then add 4 area lights in a square pattern, and then duplicate that square pattern and make them purple and orange in order to add a bit more contrast. Move the colored lights to the back of the stage in order to light the cars from behind. Enter the animation tab in order to start animating your camera movements. Find a camera angle that you like and then insert keyframes on the camera in order to make the camera move in the way you like to. And then you must repeat that as many times as you want in order to create a full movie animation, usually around 26 times. Then the final step is just to wait until it renders out, which can take upwards of 8 to 12 hours, given how long animation will be and how many frames there are and what resolution it is. So this might take a while, but once it's done, you can play it back and then you can add it to your editing software to edit to it later on. Once you have the final rendered video file, you can import it into your video editing software. In this case, it is Adobe Premiere Pro. Once you edit everything together in there, you just repeat these steps for the rest of your scenes, and then you just upload it to YouTube and then you're all done.